What? Look, I don't give a damn about all that. You understand what I'm saying? I need my money right now. You think I got time to be messing around with you? Didn't I give you the money? I gave you the money. I need you to get the money to me. I got to show. Get my money. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Ghetto Tips from the Hood. My name is Devonte Jenkins. I am your host. Now, last week on the show, I prepared a wonderful dish for all of you all that was passed down to me from my great-great-grandmama, Devonte Jenkins. I had so many phone calls that I will let you know at the end of this show. I will put that recipe back up again at the end of the show. That was rack of spam, and it was a wonderful, wonderful dish. Just got plenty of phone calls and emails. I could not believe it. But this week, you are in for a very big surprise. This week, I am preparing a dish that is age-old in my family. It has been passed down through years and years from when black folks needed to try to find a way, to make a way out of no way. Today, I'll be preparing for you blackened Vienna sausage in a potted meat sauce. This is going to be quite a treat. Now, the first thing you want to do is to get a couple of cans of Vienna sausage. Now, don't be fooled. There's a lot of Vienna sausage out here that is not Vienna sausage. They be saying it's Vienna sausage or Vienna sausage. You need Vienna sausage, just like this here. And what you want to do is open up a can. You hear how fresh that sounds? That is fresh Vienna sausage right there. You want to empty that right into the bowl right there, just like that. Now you want to take 2 cans because, let's face it, you might be feeding a lot of people. You open up both them cans right there, empty that second can off in there. That would be real good. Oh, that's good like that, Vienna sauce. Now, you want to take, Devonte believed in the old-fashioned way of cooking sometimes, so that's why I use old-fashioned utensils. You want to start pureeing this or chopping this up like this here. Just real fine. You want to get this real good. Now what you want to do is you want to add some pepper. I like to use the green one and the red one. You want to use some green and red pepper. I use a couple of green, red pepper. I dropped that. Kiss it up to God. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we're going to keep it real on this show. All right, there we go. We're going to chop that up real fine. Now, you want to take your time. A lot of times, chefs, they be cooking all fast and chopping all fast, and then you lose a finger or something. Devonte don't do that. He takes his time and watches what he does with the knife, because a knife is a very dangerous weapon. As my uncle once showed my auntie, he cut her accidentally. Well, when they say it was an accident, but I don't really believe it was. Nevertheless, you cut these peppers up like that there, and you put them right on in there. Right on in there. All those peppers just like that. See now? Then what you want to do, you want to get some government cheese. I make my own. I melt it down. This is a cheese sauce that I have put myself, you know, it take a couple of days. But after a couple of days, you're going to melt it down and put it in a nice jar like this. And this is going to go over. This is going to go over the recipe when it's done. Now we're going to chop this up, puree it a little bit more. Okay, now you want to use a little bit of Worcestershire sauce, just a little bit. Now, in the meantime, after doing all this, you need to heat your grease up. Got to heat your grease up. Now, as you notice, I usually have a coffee can with grease, but since I'm upscale now and have my own show, I'm upgraded. But you want to put a little grease in there, not too much, not too much. Turn that on right there. Now, you don't want to hold your head down too far when you turn it on the stove, So be careful, you know, make sure you hold it up like this. Because my cousin, DeAndre, he had hair longer than mine. Now he wear fade. Just not being careful. Now he wants to heat your grease up good while you mixing the rest of your stuff up. Now, you mix this up real good and add some pepper. He wants to put some pepper in there. And if ain't nobody looking at you, you know, go ahead and just smash it up real good with your hand. Because let's face it, ain't nobody else really looking at you in the kitchen. So he wants to get it real good. Then completely. Yeah, that's good right there. Very good. Now, I'm gonna wash my hands off because I am clean. Now, this is a very important part of the dish. See, you need to have certain herbs and spices in any recipe. Now, I have the fortunate pleasure of having some herb that is some very, very good herb that I use. My cousin gets it for me. And I'm gonna put some of that in there. I'm telling you, this is some good herb. I can't tell you where to get this. Just write me, and I give you my cousin beeper number, and he can probably send you some of them herbs like that. Gonna put some of them herbs like that in there. Clean that up right there. A lot of people use white wine. A lot of people use red wine or sherry when they cook it. I like to use Wild Irish Rose because it has a certain flavor and ambiance that I truly like. So you just want to put a little bit of that in there like that. Yeah. That's all right there. Just a little bit for the cook, you know what I'm saying? Julia Child used to do it all the time, y'all. Now we're gonna get back to putting this all together like that there. Oh yeah, that smells good. All them herbs up in there now. Like wine. That is really good. Now you want to check your grease. Make sure your grease is ready. That's just real good. Make sure your grease is good and hot, which it is. It's good and hot. And then you is going to put all of this into the skillet. You want to put all of this into the skillet at the same time. So you get it and you gather it at the front of the bowl and put it on down there. Yeah. You hear that? That sounds wonderful, don't it? Yes, indeed. Put that over there. Look at that. Yes, that's really, really beautiful. This is Blackened Vienna Sausage. Now you're gonna let that cook and simmer just for a little bit. And while you're at it, why don't you just clean up your little area so that things be fresh. Now, the potted meat goes in after you have started that. You want to take that and just stab it right on in there. This is the meat sauce. You put that right on in there with that and mix it in real good with the Vienna sausage. See, that's mixed in real good. See that? That's a sauce, and that'll thicken that. That'll make this like a real thick sauce. And you see how that's blackening? Now, that's real good. Now, you want to add just a pinch of salt. A pinch of salt. Because to be honest with you, too much salt is not good for nobody. And black folks always using too much salt. So you just want a pinch of salt in this recipe. A lot of times black folks get high blood pressure, you know, and have all type of problems with gout and all that. That's because they use too much salt. So just use a little bit of salt on this recipe. That's enough right there. Keep it going. Oh yeah. That smells good. I I smell them herbs and that wine, baby. Ooh, that smells really good. Now you want to blacken this real nice, real nice. Mm-hmm. Devonte know what he doing, baby boy, but that's how I get all the women I be getting, because I be cooking for them and stuff, you know. And they be like, Devonte, when you gonna cook up a little something for me? And I be like, sure, girl, don't worry about it. I got you hooked up. When you do that, boy, you is not gonna lose. You cannot lose. Now, I'm gonna take this here. This is wonderful. Now that's almost ready. That's almost ready. Now what you want to do with your government cheese sauce, you are going to put that on the bottom. You're going to put that on the bottom of a dish like this. This is not going to be the serving dish. You want to put that line the bottom of the dish like this with your cheese sauce. So people they will taste the cheese, but they will never see the cheese. They're like, it tastes cheesy. It tastes like cheese is in this, but I don't see any cheese. That's because you have put it on the bottom where nobody can see it, but just taste it. Now, put that on there. Now this should be just about ready. Yeah. Now you want to take a nice healthy portion of it and cover it right over that cheese. Now this, the meat sauce is blending in. The potted meat sauce is now blending in with the Vienna, with that nice smell of Worcestershire on top of that cheese. That is really lovely. Now you put that in a serving dish like that. That is wonderful. Turn your fire off. I like to use a little garnish. I like to use some color. So I'm going to use a yellow pepper. Cut it down one time there, then one time there, just for garnish. Now this is gonna be lovely. You garnish that up just like that. This gonna be wonderful. I can't wait. Then you just spoon a little bit of that. Oh, yeah. Now, a lot of times you might want to use, I don't know, crackers or maybe some type of cornbread with this, or just eat it just like this, because once you fix a recipe like this gonna stick to you. You understand what I'm saying, people? This gonna stick all up in here. You're not gonna be hungry for, a couple of days or something like that. Now, I'm gonna come on over here. Yes, indeed. I usually have a little something to drink with my dish. It's all chefs do. I've had it chilling. So we're gonna, school's wonderful with this. Just pour some of that on in there. Yeah, that's fine. This has been another wonderful show, Ghetto Tips from the Hood. I'm your host, Devonte Jenkins. Please join me next week when I will be showing you how to prepare poached pickled pig feet. You do not want to miss that. Bon appetit. That is good. Tasty. I spit out a gold tooth.